Carlos Corberán, Sky Bet Championship Manager of the Month. You must be proud with that.
I think it's a positive thing because it means that the team was winning many games during the past month. So honestly, I am just happy because it's the consequence of positive performances and positive results of the team.
You talk a lot about consistency. This is your third nomination across the season. You were previously nominated in August and December. Does that prove that Huddersfield have been good across the entire season and not just February?
I think always when you have this type of nominations or the reward that we have received means exactly this, that the team is performing well during some of the months that the season has. And for me, it's the most important thing. I don't see this reward or this nomination as something individually, as something personal, because it's not in a collective sport, and especially one sport that are played by the players. I think that sometimes the coaches, we are the ones that the people can watch, can visualize, but there are many people in the back, starting from the players, from all the team, and all the members of the staff that they are in the back, and sometimes we receive some consideration, some reward, because we are the one that maybe coordinate a little bit the work, or we are the ones that are more visualized. But of course, the consistency of the players, all the staff, is always positive, and this is one of the keys to have success in any league in the world.
You talk about that collectiveness, and that's something that the players mention a lot, how happy they are playing together, how good the atmosphere is as a group. Is that something that you're always proud and happy to hear from them?
I think it's, for example, difficult to be solid in defense without one group of players, without solidarity. Because in football, at the end, like I told you, it's a collective sport, and you need to have relation between the players and make this relation between the players work. And of course, when you have character of players that they think that the most important thing is the team more than themselves, always is, for me, easier to create from the collective point of view something important in the team.
If we talk about February more closely, there was a few headline results, the late win against Cardiff City, the away win against Fulham. Is there anything that sticks out particularly for you as a favourite moment?
No, I think during one season you are going to achieve different results, or results that are going to arrive in different ways. But be one competitive team, you need to have a special mentality. And one of the, for me, in this mentality of the skills that you need to have is never give up in football. Many titles have been won by teams that even when they were beating difficulty during the game, they have one level of resilience that allow them to keep competing and to use the moment when the moment arrives. And I think this is one of the skills that the player need to have, the resilience to beat the difficult moments of the game, to beat some adversity. And this adversity or difficult moments appear during the season and appear during one game too. So when one team achieves one result in the last moment of the game, is for me because we were insisting a lot, and sometimes you receive the reward of something that you were creating during the full game, and doesn't mean that you are playing in the best way just the last minutes. It means that for me the team was working and preparing these type of situations that sometimes you create and you don't score, and sometimes you create and you score.
We have performed well in the games where we were expected to perform well as well, and they can often be the most difficult games because there's a level of expectation, there's chances that other teams will want to raise their level of performance against you. I'm thinking particularly of Birmingham City away and Peterborough United at home. Is it pleasing for you that the side aren't just able to raise themselves for a game like Fulham away, but in those matches where they have to perform and show their level, they do so really professionally?
For me, we have to perform in every single game. For me, it's part of our responsibility, part of our job is to be living the games with the highest level of commitment with the game that we can have. So it's very important that realize about this, that every game is going to be different. We are going to face every opponent with the highest level of respect, but trying to see and to show our strengths and to reduce the strengths of the opponent and to use the weakness that everyone has. So for me, the key is to go to the pitches, to the football pitch without many difference. Some opponents are going to create one type of game, another opponents are going to create another type of game. Any of these games in the championship is easy. You can understand that any type of game is going to be, or you are going to achieve a 3 points easily, because it's impossible to see this in the championship. And we need to try to make the result the consequence of a positive performances. So our full mind have to be just on this, achieve a positive performance against the different teams that we are going to play during the season.
You mentioned it earlier that this is a collective award rather than an individual one, even though you're the head coach, you've been singled out for it. Do you think, given the way last season went compared to this one and how much higher the level of the team has been, it's pleasing for you that hard work and that improvement has been reflected in an award like this?
Of course, as a coach, always we want to see the team performing well and achieving positive results. When we are facing more difficult moments, when you see that the team is being hard for the team to win the game and the things are not, you don't see the behaviors within enough fluently, you're never going to be pleased. So of course, I like to see that the team is performing well. I like that the team is performing well during a long part of the season, during many of the games, not only one game, not only half of the game. And this is the highest challenge that we face as a coaches, because, like I told you, we are going to compete in a row. Sometimes when you compete a lot, it's difficult to prepare, or it's a challenge to prepare mentally well to get this level of commitment with the game that I told you. And at the same time, you are going to play against different opponents with different styles, with different shapes. That increase the challenge in the football, but this is the challenge that we have. This is the work that we need to face. That's why I understand that always is important to keep growing. And our mentality as a club is exactly this mentality. We are one group of players, we are one group of staff, that always we are going to analyze every single detail that are going to help us to keep improving, because football demands you to improve, to analyze, and never be static, always be moving with a good adaptation to the different scenarios that we are facing.
The final question I'm going to ask you is about the supporters of the club. They're obviously incredibly happy that we're getting recognition such as this, that the results have brought the team and the fan base closer together. As the head coach, as part of this club, and somebody who cares not only about the first team but the club as a whole, is that really pleasing for you to see how happy the people are in the stands as well as the players on the pitch? I
think I always say that for me, my boss is my group of fans, no? The fans that we have in the back, the fans that create the Huddersfield Town Club. And for me, this is the highest level that we can achieve, is to arrive and to make our fans feel proud of the things that they are watching in the pitch and be representative by the team. Sometimes we try to do the things and we don't achieve, or we don't get what we want to achieve. But one of, for me, of the more special moments after every game is when we get a positive performance, achieve a positive result after consequence of the performance, and when I see this togetherness between our fans and our players. I think it's a special moment after the games when we achieve a positive result, to see all our players, all our staff together, celebrating with our fans the 3 points and the positive performance. It's one moment that usually I don't want to be involved, because for me it's more I like that the players create this special connection. I think that the players are the main actors in this film, the players, and I like that they see this connection and they feel that all our work is to make the people that is supporting Huddersfield feel important, feel proud of the team, create this connection, because I don't have any doubt that, for me, our main people is our fans.
Carlos, to you, your staff, your players, everyone at Huddersfield Town, congratulations on the award.
I think so. I think that is a collective reward for the work that we are doing here in Canal Side, and for the work that the team is showing every time that we are in the football pitch.